Incoming transmission. Good morning, cadets, and welcome back to our Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough. Before we continue, I just want to point out that I spent my points in biotics, offensive biotics. I put 3 points, and I think was it either throw or pull, one of these two, that I upgraded to level 3, and that actually gave us second level of our profile. Other than that, I'm still keeping the points for Cora and Liam because I kind of want to, I don't know, maybe upgrade charge to the max level. The same with Liam, have the frag grenade, and then maybe go have a strike or anything else. With that said, we're still near where we finished our side quest, and what we're gonna do, actually we're gonna go here because I'm not sure if there's a body here. It might be the last colonies that we need to search, so I'm gonna travel there.
Should be a memorial or monument when there's time.
Hard lessons we can't forget.
Yeah,
Recovery's a long-term process.
okay. A double check here because there were some bodies, if I remember correctly. Oh, hello. And you're here. Right, so you don't have anything to say. We go directly.
Failure here was expensive, Pathfinder. It's worn all of us down, not just our shuttles.
Okay. Let's see if my intuition is right. I mean, I thought I saw some bodies as well around here. Okay. Okay, we can scan this. Just some crates. Maybe I'm wrong. Can I get this? I already got it. But we can get this one.
These shield masks are protecting against the radiation, but they're wearing out fast.
Look at the batch numbers. The outpost burned through a bunch of them.
Yeah, seems like it. We're not getting any research though by scanning them. And I thought I saw at some point, or like caught my eye, a colonist, missing colonist around here. Oh, we can scan this. That gave us a bit of research. I'll take it. Are you sure there's nothing around here? Might not be after all. Well, at least we did find some research. That's where the Tempest landed. Maybe inside? Let's check quickly inside. Okay, we have those guys over there, so no. Huh. Maybe we don't have after all. Okay. I mean, I could easily just look it up, you know, and oh, hello, container, and not spend time searching. But what's the point then? Kinda wanna have this one as blind playthrough as possible. Despite the fact that I already played this game. Okay, got a bit more research there. But I only played this game once. So I don't know exactly everything, or don't remember everything. Or there's a chance some bugs is happening and the corpse are not showing. Because I think there is one bug that can happen. But I think we already scanned the required missing colonist. I think it was the Thurian corpse that we scanned. I believe that one has a chance to, like, you know, disappear. Right. Let's do just. You can scan that. More research. Oh, hello. Let's scan
Still
that.
here,
More
Classic?
research. And there's the last colonist. Okay. Nothing to say that we found the last one? Lexi? Someone? Or is it because we overlapped the scanning? The notification is not going away either. Right, anyway, we finish with that one then. Should appear here, right? Yeah, naming the dead. Do we have other tasks that we can? This one, I don't know how many more we need to find. 1, 2, 3, or how many they are. Doesn't say. And the rest, we kinda need to go back to the Nexus. So let's have that one selected and fast travel here. Right. Actually, maybe I could have fast traveled to the settlement. I'm surprised this is not hurting us more, but okay. Okay, I guess it's time to face the music at the Nexus. And for sure we're gonna get asked about our choices. Oh, and actually, yeah, we had a fast travel over here. Oops, never mind then. Other than that, we still need to talk with the guy that he's accused of murder. We need to see what we do with him. But for now, farewell, EOS.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Thank you, Suvi.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
Makes sense.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
Well, if they're happy with their accommodations, it's cool, fine by me.
I don't care where anyone sleeps, as long as we realize what a kick-ass team we have. Let's talk about our success on EOS. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Cora?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Well, we need to work hard, that's for sure.
Helios threw us for a loop, meaning we're kinda new at this. All of us. So let's figure out what the rules are now and try to stick to them.
Sounds good.
If there's one thing I know I can do, it's make up rules.
No one said make up rules. Can we please keep anarchy to a minimum?
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical? Good meeting, everyone.
Yeah, they kinda just left. Right. We're back on the Tempest. That is a nice sight. And that really looks like a picture of the moon. It may very well be.
So this is what you and Ryder do for fun. Explore weird vaults that try to kill you.
We fly into space clouds that try to kill us too. I deserve a raise.
We'll see what we can do about that. Right. What's the situation?
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
So how's the morale?
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Okay. What's with this sorting method?
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Okay. I got it. What about our
How do you
human
think
crew?
the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Okay, Cora.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Okay, understandable. What about Gil?
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
What about Sylvie?
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
Don't be. And last but not least, Liam?
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
Yeah, true. But at this point, he is kind of like a small kid.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Right, what else can you tell me about PB?
Is PB alright?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Okay, what about Vetra?
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
Alright, and Callow?
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
We saw that. And what about Drac?
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Okay, I will. Is this something going on between you and Drac, Lexi? That fast?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked.
Okay, will not mention that.
Thanks for the insight.
Do you have any more on becoming a doctor?
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
Hmm. So you're half Krogan, half Asari then? Or there is a possibility?
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Because usually Krogans are like bouncers. Right, I haven't checked the strike teams. Yeah. Okay, we did mission successful. I mean, we didn't go to the Tempest. Sending strike team. Perfect. What's the time on these ones? Just under 4 hours, 2 hours, and just slightly above 1 hour. Wait, I forgot to... open the boxes, right? I should have... Okay, what did we receive? Research data, sniper rifles. Why sniper rifles? Don't like playing with sniper rifles. Where is everyone? We have Gil over there. We already talked with Lexi, Cora. So we have Vetra and Liam, the usual place. Drac, the usual place. I think most of them are the usual place. Except Gil, if I saw correctly, is over here.
So Vetra, I hear this joker beat you at poker too. Where'd you hear that?
The little Brody told her.
A gloating Brody. It was a close game.
You did give me a better game than Drac. Not saying much.
Watch it.
Forget him. Let's get a game going with everyone else to hone our skills and take him out.
Let's do it. Hey, Costa, want in on this?
No thanks. I need my creds. And my clothes. And both my kidneys.
Okay, smart guy.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Nothing much. You don't have anything
Good talking
to
to
say.
you, Gil.
Anytime.
Right, there is a chance not a lot of people have something to say. Anyone else up here? No, everybody was down. Vetra.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
Yeah.
Someone had to know. Maybe they just didn't tell us.
Did your father?
I'm not sure.
I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
Well, the plan for now is to find a home.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
True. Anyone special in our life? As far as I know, you can't romance Vetra.
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean, someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Well, at the moment, yeah, no time for that.
Like you said, who has time?
Eventually things will settle down a bit. Hopefully. Or we'll be dead. Anyway.
Yeah, talk to you
You
later.
probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Right, so I think maybe only Drac and PB that we're gonna have a lot of conversations. The rest, not so much.
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
I'm not gonna select I'm interested in you, so we're not gonna start a romance with Liam. Sorry, guys.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
Okay, so straight to the subject. Doesn't
We'll
care.
talk later.
Follow orders.
I know it.
So we shouldn't have problems with Liam that much. Ooh, bye, Jack.
Hey, there you are.
Check your helmet before you put it on. This scratch? He was sleeping in mine.
Oh, come on, Cora. Don't be like that. Who else is down here? Only Sam and Drac. And I think, yeah, crew info board. Lost and found coffee mug. Found a mug yesterday near the biolab. Nice one with a magnetized base. You left it stuck sideways to a bulkhead. Cora. Comments. That's mine. I just put it down for a sec when my hands were full. Sovi. Next time maybe empty it first? Cora. Right. Drac and PB are officially on the team. I finished the assignment paperwork for the Nexus. Had to fudge a few details, but you're both officially members of the Pathfinder team. Welcome. And Drac, I just wanted to check in publicly about what I said. Cora. Comments. Relax, Harper. The best headbutt is always the one you don't see coming. Drac. I'll keep that in mind. Cora. Ah, good to know that the team is already getting well together. Sam, how are we doing? Actually, first email terminal. Ooh, okay. Heartfelt thanks to Ryder from Dr. Aridana. The families of my lost expedition asked me to convey their appreciation to you for finding the loved ones. It's always difficult when we lose people, but knowing what happened will help them begin the mourning process. I hope your next excursion has a happier ending, Aridana. I think this is related to the missing colonies that we found. Okay, acknowledge. Asking for assistance. To Ryder from Dr. Aridana. Right. Hello, Ryder. Forgive the intrusion. I have an issue that you and Sam should be able to readily solve. It may assist my investigations into the Scourge. We can discuss it in person at the Nexus Labs. My regards to you and Sam. Dr. Aridana, Astrophysics Lead, Nexus Tech Labs. Yeah, okay. Should be a side quest for that. Brothers McCoy. To Ryder from Nigel McCoy. Dear Pathfinder Ryder, my brother Dash was my best friend. It still pains me that he's gone, that we won't build the future here in Andromeda together. But knowing that our family pendants are united does my heart good. Oh, okay. This is the Locket quest. When my wife and I settle here and start a family, our firstborn will carry my brother's name. And hopefully he or she will become my new best friend. My sincerest hopes accompany you and your team, Nigel. Thank you for that. That vault, to Ryder from Cora. Can still smell that remnant vault on my armor. Lot of weird shit down there. Like my Huntress manuals will say, the razor's edge between known and unknown teaches you what can be cut away. Now I think back, it reminded me a little bit of some of the temples on Thessia. Same huge spaces and running water. Same sense of a huge purpose you can't really understand. Makes me wonder if we'll ever really know what their builders did there. Cora. Tempest hacks. To Ryder from Kealo. Hello Ryder. I'm pleased to report the Tempest is operating at peak efficiency. So, now that you're in command, I thought I'd share a few secret shipboard hacks that the designer and I sneaked into her code. Just run the code GCSB through your Omni tool to open the debug command menu. Give all dispen. Let's use the coffee dispenser in the galley at a limited number of times. Water temp overrides the normal hot water ratio. Should be ratio, not ration. I don't know, sounds weird here. Maybe a typo or I'm not reading it correctly. Right, overrides the normal hot water ratio in the shower. Or could be ration. Jump wash queue. Put your clothing ahead of everyone else's in the auto laundry cycle. Enjoy and don't share them around. Callow. Well, if you are knowing it and you're knowing it, probably we're gonna go back and forth using these hacks between me and you, and everybody will ask like, what's going on? Right, about your dad. FemRyder from Drac. Vetra told me what happened to your dad. I've lost a lot of people over the years. Figured you could use some cheering up, or at least a distraction. This usually helps me. Jack has attached 37 images of various rifles and shotguns. Thur duplicates images. Many are low res or watermarked. Thank you, Jack. Yoga poses from Lexi to Ryder. Ryder, given the amount of high impact cardio in your exercise routine, I recommend spending 5 to 10 minutes a day stretching to open your hips and relieve tightness in the lower back. The poses I've listed below should do nicely. Not to sound elitist, but while it's true humans invented yoga, the SRE perfected it. Current's bow. Standing, spread your legs apart, turning one foot outwards. Take a deep breath. On exhale, bend your torso towards the outward facing foot until your hands meet your ankle. Hold for 5 seconds, then switch sides. Tevura's embrace. Lying on your back, bring your feet together until there's a diamond of negative space between your legs. Palms against the floor, push your hips forward, but be careful not to overextend yourself. Matriarch's pose. Kneeling. Take a deep breath. On exhale, bring both hands together to form a triangle. On the second inhale, swing arms overhead and bend forward until your torso is between your thighs. Hold for 3 breaths, reaching farther with each exhale. Please let me know if you need diagrams or vids, Lexi. I'll keep that in mind. And last but not least, data course. From PB to Ryder. Hey Ryder, I hope it's okay that I'm keeping this data core in my room. The escape pod? I guess I just really like to ponder things before bed. The best ideas come to me while I'm half asleep. Also, I saw it first. Anyway, we know for sure it's got some sort of data in it. The trick is how to get at it. I'll keep you updated, PB. Thank you. Okay, so we do have side quest. Sam?
Hello, Sarah. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Okay, that's really nice, Sam. An interesting comparison as well. Speaking of which, how's your humor?
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why is it so hard to find a good steak?
I don't know, Sam.
Because it's a rare medium. Well done.
Yeah, that was pretty weak, unfortunately. Any
How
other
are
jokes?
those jokes coming, Sam?
I am formulating a new one.
Okay.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Right. And Drac?
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble.
Quit worrying, Rushan. It'll be fine.
Right. Have you settled in yet?
Yeah, got all my stuff here.
And your repair kit, spare parts?
I carry that emergency kit you put together all the time.
Good. Good. I'll check in with you later.
Also, it's a bit weird for us.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who were you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Oh, okay. Nice. So at least we have some relatives, so to speak, around here. But yeah, that was a bit weird for us to hear the conversation beyond the door, you know. But yeah, we kind of like trouble here, so to speak. You know, keeps us on our toes.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
Ha! I like the way you think, kid.
Ugh, someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Well, the Nexus still has supplies.
Your people had to know what it'd be like when you left the Nexus.
We did, but there weren't a lot of options. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
So what about Cash?
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Yeah, I can understand why they left, but the Nexus still needs everybody. I mean, everybody needs everybody around here.
Krogan could have made a real difference on the Nexus.
Staying under those conditions would have just resulted in another mutiny. We have a much better shot at something good out here.
Can't argue with that.
Okay. Oh, can scan something. Try not to eat all the food. Anything else, Jack?
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director.
Yep, we did.
Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
We will. But wait, did we or did we not talk with Spender already? I don't think we did. Huh. Wait, what can you tell me more about the uprising?
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
So how's she dealing with the politics?
Do you think Kesh can handle station politics?
Kesh can handle anything. Thing is, Spender's a liar and a coward. He was part of the mutiny, I know he was. A lot of people got hurt because of him, on both sides.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
You know Vetra?
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
Yep, we saw that. So I believe you on that part.
I have no problems believing that.
Yeah, she told me off good. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Okay, so you got played. What about... Do you have a Krogan colony out there, then?
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps.
Sure.
I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Okay. What about combat experience?
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
So...
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
So you're not gonna tell us how old are you exactly? Nice. Right. Let's continue with other questions. Most like relating to Sam.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why exactly?
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah, my peacekeeping career went up in smoke when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the Ryder name, I'll bet.
Almost.
Yeah, but the thing is, Sam and I are a package deal.
Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just going to have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What more can you tell me about Kesh?
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
Yeah, I have to say, I like her.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
But since you lived like more than thousands of years, you gotta have some war stories.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjack scratch its butt?
I think the answer is yes.
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Anything else?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Good to know. But unfortunately, kind of might be a bit hard to hear them with all the shooting and explosions going around. We will see if we can detect them, not just visually.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view, their friends too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Thank you. I don't think we fought a Destined yet.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
There's just something wrong about the kid.
Like,
The absolute single-mindedness.
is that it? Let's try one more.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
So, Chosen, it's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once. If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
Yeah, I kinda doubt anything here is used to being rushed by a Krogan. Right, let's continue. Maybe there's more advice.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fire and explosives are good against anything with heavy armor. Or anything, really. Generally, no one likes being set on fire.
Generally, there's a story behind this.
Ha, there sure is.
Okay, care to tell me more about it?
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire.
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. So I'd pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
That's a nice story. But if you said like 400 years ago, with 600 years travel time, give or take, means that happened like around close to 1000 years ago then? But yeah, any more combat advice?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Ascendant, Keep your distance. Don't let him get you in those force fields. Pop that little orb, then shoot him in the head, just like anything else.
You're right. Okay, so far he mentioned like 3 enemies, I think, that we haven't met yet. So I guess this could be like a spoiler, because I'm not sure if you can remember all of the new ones. So I think maybe the game would have been better if they only gave 1-2 advice, depending on how far are you into the game. Because like this, yeah, let's continue.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fiends, kid. Even I'm not gonna mess with those at close range. Keep your distance.
That we
Shoot
know.
them in the red fleshy bits, or I guess in the face if you can't flank them.
Yep, we already fought a fiend, so that we know.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
I'm not sure if this has an end, or it does it repeat.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die.
Okay.
Always works for me.
So I think that's it. Well, I'll talk to you later
We
then.
can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Don't call me kid.
I don't love being called kid.
I'll try to stop doing that. Can't promise I won't slip up, though.
Welcome to the team. Okay, and that actually gave us another side quest. Where are we at? So we need to go up. We have Gil, Lexi we talked. We still have Cora, Suvi, Kello, and then PB. I guess we're not gonna get to the Nexus this episode again. Let's climb the stairs. And Cora should be here.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
Yeah, sounds nice, but I think priority is food first, then, you know, making things looking nice.
Let's get everyone fed before we start flower gardens.
Fair. But everyone around here has dreams. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
Maybe it's the best.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
So what exactly did you like?
What
About
part
it?
of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
Yeah, but nothing's certain.
The whole expedition might never have launched. Dad knew that.
He wouldn't be stalled by minor issues like credits or physics. So I gave the initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted, my rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it doesn't sound fair. But there are some things that you don't have power over. So I think it's best to move on and adapt.
It sucks, but it happened. We need your mind on the mission.
Always is. But I'm human too. Need time to find a way through. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Yep, someday. Anything else, Cora?
Ryder?
Any other news about the Asari arc?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
The Lucinia? Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet.
Any other war stories?
Any more Commando war stories?
We once infiltrated a dangerous cult by posing as new initiates. Valenza hated it. She was like our padre. The cult, that perversion of faith, really upset her.
How did you stop them?
Nasira pretended that Valenza needed to be purified of evil. She was given a private audience with the cult leader. Valenza shot her, and then prayed for her.
Yeah, okay. Any other?
Any more Commando war stories?
Not just now. I'll try to remember a good one.
See you later, Cora.
Later then.
I'll be here.
Okay, that was an interesting story. Right. Nobody here. Yes, nobody here. Which means we have to go to the bridge. I think we're gonna do Suvi and Kalo.
Vaults, all those secrets. I have to go exploring in one someday.
Imagine flying through one. Now that would be a real hazard course.
True. Any other emails? No. Nothing new while we talked with everybody.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
But it also looks dangerous.
It's dangerous, and that's all I see. A mass of destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the colors of a coral snake while recognizing that I wouldn't want to get close. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean like a god?
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
I mean, I don't have other options here, so basically, either say you feel the same or there's no higher power. I wish there was like a third option, neutral, you know, like saying, yeah, sure, if that's what you believe, I'm okay with it. But, sorry, Suvi.
There's nothing about the universe that suggests a divine intelligence. And most of what we've seen in Helios is artificial, as you said yourself.
Yes, but we're creative beings. Whoever made the remnant was too. Why should that be proof against a god? Wouldn't a true creator want to pass on the drive to invent?
Yeah, okay, now we have the options, you know, believe what you want. And yeah, we have an options for romance, but no, sorry, Suvi. You know, believe what you want.
You are welcome to your beliefs. It's good to have different voices on the team.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of the team, I should update the folks back in the Nexus with the latest reports.
You
We'll
do
talk
that.
later.
Yes.
I saw
think-
pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Could go deep in the earth.
With what it has to do, it could go thousands of miles below the surface of the planet.
Or completely span it. An underground network. Just a thought, of course. I wouldn't even know where to start hypothesizing how it all works. The remnant builders, whoever, whatever they were, accomplished something far beyond us.
Okay, we have again the options for romance. And let's ask about more terraforming.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
Let's hope so. And let's ask about her faith.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist
convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, kinda makes you feel like God. Making all those experiments, trying to see how things work. Basically, you're like interfering in that moment. Not letting things go in a natural way. Yeah, we'll talk later,
I
Suvi.
should get back to things.
Sounds good.
I would see why she would believe in a god. Hello?
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
I think I should worry about it.
What can I do for you?
Are you two fighting?
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. Sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
Okay. So what's your opinion about the rest?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
Okay, but other than Suvi.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it, Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
True, on both accounts.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
So there aren't any secret compartments. Okay.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way.
Yes. Any other opinions?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way. Too bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious.
Maybe someday, you know, go ask him. Maybe he'll give some to you. And hopefully everything goes well.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I like PB. But I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong.
Indeed. True.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
Try not to put any weight, okay?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
Okay, and I think that should be everyone.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
Okay, any stories about the Tempest then?
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model, how power moves through the ship. But he forgot to lock his terminal and we, added a few embellishments. For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all the bathroom lights would overload the engine core.
Yeah, okay. Probably another time we're gonna ask him about
I'll let you
stories.
concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Cause that one we already heard. I remember that one.
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
So you're not sticking around?
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Okay, I mean, yeah, true, I'll give her that. So you crave excitement, huh?
Tackling complete strangers in the Milky Way wasn't doing it for you?
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud? Life
Yes.
won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn again.
So is that's why you came here to Andromeda? Because you were bored?
You left everything and everyone you knew because you were bored?
No, I came with someone I knew. Then she got bored with me. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one
Okay.
thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
So you kind of want to be the first. That's what you're saying. I think there's more to it.
That's just the one thing you want me to know about you.
Let's start with that then. Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Tell you what, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned, which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Okay, so does that mean we have another quest? Yes, no? No.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
Right. What do you think about the Tempest crew?
So, how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
Well, she's a professional.
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
Okay, what can you tell me about your current project?
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
Okay, that was short. What about the Nexus then?
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
Okay. What about the Remnant?
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
So, you said somebody else took you out of cryo. Is that someone special to you?
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone.
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
Kinda sounds lonely.
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
Okay, so as you might have guessed, the romance option for this playthrough is gonna be BB.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
Okay, got it.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, and careful with that release button on the escape pod. Right. That's a long episode. Again, we managed to talk with everybody. To have points. Yeah, I'm gonna do this off screen. Like to put points for PB, Drek, and Vetra. Because apparently they're opened right now. Now mark everything as seen. Codex. Okay, we have new quests. And most of them are on the Nexus. Okay, next stop is gonna be the Nexus then. And from there, we're gonna see what's our next play. For now, I'm gonna leave it here. And hopefully you enjoyed this episode, which again was just a chatting around episode. But I think we got the most of it. Nobody else has anything new to say for now. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. But as always, don't forget, take care.